So I think we're already taping. So I'm going to ask everybody, there's agendas on the front table. There's also a report from the Community Preservation Committee from last night's public hearing, so you can pick those up. And I am going to open up the meeting. Seeing the appointed times arrived and that we have quorum, the chair of the Mashpee Planning Board opens up our meeting for Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. It's 6:30. We're here at Mashpee Town Hall in the Wacoit Meeting Room, 16 Great Neck Road North, Mashpee, Massachusetts. We're being recorded. We're being broadcast live on local channels 8 and 1072. And we're being streamed live on the Town of Mashpee website, www.mashpee.gov/channel-8. Okay, so we're open. The first matter, I would like to invite everybody to stand with me and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. We have a set of minutes from September 3rd, 2025. I don't have any additions or edits. Does anybody else?
Nope.
Accept a motion to accept the minutes, to approve the minutes of Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025 as presented.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposing or abstaining? Okay, the motion carries. We have a public hearing at 6:40 regarding New Seabury Homes. I just want to let everybody know that I will recognize everybody from the public. If we come upon a matter on, I hope everybody has an agenda, they're on the front table. If, besides the public hearing, if we come upon any other matter that you'd like to speak to, just let me know. I can go through things quickly, so, make sure I notice you. Okay, so let's skip to board member committee reports because we've got 5 minutes. Okay? I'll go first while Mike is getting ready for Cape Cod Commission. Okay, Cape Cod Commission, go ahead.
I was on their virtual call for technical bulletins, and we're talking about technical bulletins. This was a 2.5-hour call, and it went through all of the various aspects from ocean resources, open space, water resources. There's 15 sections of technical bullets, and I'm not going to try to summarize those here now, or I'll be here till midnight. It's available online at capecodcommission.org. They also have a meeting tomorrow to watch for or to listen in for. It's a virtual meeting about the marketplace in Mashpee on Falmouth Road. Most of the concerns from people have come because of traffic concerns. That's the major issue, but they're continuing to accept comment on that. And that's about it for me from Cape Cod Commission.
They had the one Cape yesterday and today?
Yesterday and today, yeah.
I was supposed to get to today, and I had a personal issue that came up, so I didn't make it. I'm sad to say, but
Brian went.
I did.
You want to give us a little?
Sure, I was gonna do a little bit at during the town planner report, but I can jump ahead. It was fantastic. I mean, exceptionally informative, topics ranging obviously from wastewater to coastal resilience to attainable housing, all of which are unquestionably key issues of the day for Cape Cod in general. Lieutenant Governor Driscoll was there.
That's great.
Yeah, Secretary Augustus was there. Commissioner Hypo was there as well. So the DEP, EOHLC, and the governor's office were all well represented. A lot of key players from all over Cape Cod were there. And then,
it's
of course,
an amazing amount of work that they do, correct?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
As the liaison, I don't know how I can summarize all these things, but we do have a representative from Mashpee and Mr. Regilli, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, maybe we call him in once in a while to keep us up to date or do something that could keep us on top of it, because there's a lot of balls to juggle.
So you want to invite Ernie in? We can have Mike, why don't you reach out to him and see if he'll
All
come
right.
in? Sometimes he comes in and he'll bring a staff member with him.
Okay.
And so that's acceptable too, if you'd like to bring a staff
All right.
person from there.
Do you know how to reach him?
I do have his contact
Okay,
information.
great, just
That's a
zip me
good
a line.
idea.
Yeah, we'll have Hannah send it on over to you, and that would be fantastic.
All right, thank you.
But yeah, I mean, I will say this, if this was my first One Cape, and I am beyond glad that I went. And if anybody's ever been on the fence about going to One Cape, you definitely should go. It's just so informative, so many amazing people in the room, and so many people that are not just knowledgeable about Cape Cod, but like really care about the Cape, and they really just want to pursue the region's best interests. So it's a fantastic experience.
Awesome. All right, Charter Review Committee, we meet in about a week and a half. Yeah, we had a lot of, at one meeting, we were thinking of closing the committee. We had another meeting with a lot of public comment to keep it open. So we're going to continue that work. Community Preservation Committee, on your desk, you should have found something colorful. This was our report from, we had a public meeting, annual public hearing yesterday. And here was our report. It's lots of photos. Kudos to Lynn Barbie, who's in the audience, who went around and got a lot of the photos. And it just gives you a synopsis of all the things that the Community Preservation Committee does in town. And this is just 2 fiscal years' worth of stuff, so it's a great program. Design review, Karen's not here. Plan review,
We didn't have a meeting.
environmental oversight.
Yes, we met on the 11th, and we are continuing to update the strategic plan for the committee. The main point of discussion was the upcoming, well, it's now current, Papaneset Approach Channel dredging. And so the dredging equipment was scheduled to be put on site in the Papaneset Bay, well, really on the sound side, on the that Saturday. But the Conservation Commission actually has a time of year restriction on that area for migratory terns.
Yeah.
So luckily we have, folks out there who are privy to that.
Yeah.
And made the town aware. So that was good.
So
That was a good
what's
call.
next?
Well, business as usual. They'll just, they just delayed putting the equipment out in the sound. And they'll start dredging the approach channel, which is out in the sound going into the bay. And two different dredging activities will be going on, if I'm not mistaken, during this time.
Went down in my neighborhood, I think.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Historic District Commission.
no meeting,
Okay.
no scheduled meeting either.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's 6:40, so I'm going to open up the 6:40 public hearing. The applicant is New Seabury Homes LLC. The location is 7.03 acres situated off the western sideline of Great Oak Road between Red Brook Road and Sips Road. Assessors map 110, parcels 58, 59, 80, 82, 83, and 97. The request is a special permit modification request to modify special permit text and, in parentheses, request to waive 172-24 C2, 3, and 5 as to the filing requirements under 9C, and modifying sections Roman numeral 4, paragraph 4, and special permit findings. So I'm going to read the public hearing notice into the record. Mashpee Planning Board Public Hearing Notice. This notice is given pursuant to the requirements of Mass General Law, Chapters 40A, Section 11, regarding a public hearing to be held by the Mashpee Planning Board under the provisions of Mass General Law, Chapter 40A, Section 9, on Wednesday, September 17th, 2025, at 6:40 in the Wacoit Meeting Room at Mashpee Town Hall, 16 Great Neck Road North, to review a special permit modification application from New Seabury Homes LLC, property owner, to modify the New Seabury Homes LLC Osprey Court cluster subdivision special permit. The applicant proposes a modification of the special permit text to allow the open space land to be held by a nonprofit organization instead of a public ownership under Section 174-47B6 of the Mashpee Zoning Board. The subject property is located off the western side of Great Oak Road between Red Brook Road and Sips Road, Assessors Map 110, Blocks 58, 59, 80, 81, 83, and 97, submitted by Mary E. Wagon, Chair, Planning Board. Publication dates Friday, August 29th, 2025, and Friday, September 5th, 2025. So is the project proponent here?
Yes.
Hi, come on up and introduce yourself for the
Thank you.
record.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Attorney Rob Mills, I represent New Seabury Homes. I'm here with Nick Linus, the president. We're here basically seeking a modification of the special permit that was issued just over a year ago, August 2024. Really for the simple reason that we've been trying since August.
Oh, can you just turn to the mic right to you?
Sure. Really since August.
Guess it's not even on.
So can you hear me all right?
Oh, that sounds good.
Better?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Really, since August of 2024, we've been trying to get someone to accept the open space. And I got to tell you, it's been a challenge.
So explain what this open space is. How was it created?
It's a cluster subdivision.
Okay.
This special permit was for a cluster subdivision, which requires
Open
open
space.
space.
And it's
Yeah.
required to be held by,
By a number of,
Okay.
a number of different ways it can be held. The way it was approved was for a corporation or a trust
okay,
to hold it. And partly that was probably our fault, because at the time, we initially thought maybe that the homeowners association would set up a
Right. I remember that.
nonprofit corporation, and they would hold it. That wasn't going to work out for a number of different reasons. We did approach Mashpee Conservation Commission, which we thought was going to be a no-brainer, but at least as we sit here today and over the past 12 or 13 months, they are not interested in
Okay.
accepting. So it's kind of strange that you can't find anybody to accept open space. I found it strange anyways. So
Do they have a reason?
I don't think they wanted to, it has to be monitored. And I think there was
And
just
cared
one more
for.
thing perhaps on their plate that they would have to do without staff, without the sufficient staff to do those kinds of things. So that's my understanding is why they didn't want to accept it. How much monitoring it needs, I don't know. But that was their primary reason at that time. We then approached a Native Land Conservancy, which owns a lot of property in Mashpee and a lot of property throughout southeastern Massachusetts. And they're a preservation trust. What they do is they take title to the trust, to the property, and they just preserve it. They eliminate invasive species, they clean it up, and they just hold on to it and preserve it. Negotiations went back and forth with them for several months, and we didn't gain any ground up until recently when Mark Robinson got involved, and I think he sent a letter in
yes.
support of our modification to the board. Mark Robinson is the president of what's called the Compact. The Compact is a conglomeration of 33 land trusts, including Native Land Conservancy. They are sort of, it's an umbrella organization, if you will, for all these various land trusts. They are willing to take fee ownership, meaning ownership outright of all of the open space, and they are a conservation conservation trust, essentially. So any
The Native Land Conservancy.
Native Land Conservancy, that's
Okay.
correct. And so they are willing to take title in fee simple, which is full ownership of the property, and they would be stewards of the property. They would maintain it in perpetuity in its present state. And so that's what we're looking to accomplish. The special permit, as it's currently worded, doesn't allow us to do that. There's a couple of provisions. Article 4, Roman numeral 4, paragraph 4, would have to be changed to allow us to do that. And I did notice Roman numeral number 5, paragraph 6 also kind of speaks to the same issue, which might need some tweaking as well. But the bottom line is that that's what we're looking for. We're looking to change the entity that would take title or have a restriction on the open space.
So if the board doesn't